ladies and gentlemen, my first encounter with America goes back to my days as a student when I spent a spell in California. A lady named Catherine Del Francia let me live in her house. She was a widow and always spoke of her late husband, saying, "You know, he was much more handsome than Gary Cooper." She meant it. She really did. In the gallery, you see my wife, Atie, is there. I don't dare ask what she says about me. Mrs. Del Francia's Italian cooking was simply out of this world. She was cheerful and so kind as to let lots and lots of people stop by at her house. They were so diverse. I was amazed and said to myself, America is an awesome country. Later, I took a job as a steel maker, and I was given the chance to work in New York. Here in the US, rank and hierarchy are neither here nor there. People advance based on merit. When you discuss things, you don't pay much attention to who is junior or senior. You just choose the best idea, no matter who the idea was from. This culture intoxicated me, so much so, after I got elected as a member of the House, some of the old guard in my party would say, "Hey, you are so cheeky, Abe." As for my family name, it is not Abe. Some Americans do call me that every now and then, but I don't take offense. That's because, ladies and gentlemen, the Japanese, ever since they started modernization, have seen the very foundation for democracy in that famous line in the Gettysburg Address. The son of a farmer carpenter can become the president. The fact that such a country existed woke up the Japanese of the late 19th century to democracy. For Japan, our encounter with America was also our encounter with democracy. Before coming over here, I was at the World War II Memorial. It was a peace. It was a place of peace and calm that struck me as a sanctuary. The air was filled with the sound of water breaking in the fountains. In one corner stands the Freedom Wall. More than 4,000 gold stars shine on the wall. I gasped with surprise to hear that each star represents the lives of 100 fallen soldiers. I believe those gold stars are a proud symbol of the sacrifices in defending freedom. But in those gold stars, we also find the pain, sorrow, and love for family of young Americans who otherwise would have lived happy lives. Pearl Harbor, Bataan Corridor, Coral Sea, the battles engraved at the memorial crossed my mind, and I reflected upon the lost dreams and lost futures of those young Americans. History is harsh. What is done cannot be undone. With deep repentance in my heart, I stood there in silent prayers for some time. My dear friends, on behalf of Japan and the Japanese people, I offer with profound respect my eternal condolences to the souls of all American people that were lost during World War II. Always, it is an alliance that cherishes our shared values of the rule of law, respect for human rights, and freedom. When I was young, in high school, and listened to the radio, there was a song that flew out and shook my heart. It was a song by Carole King. When you are down and troubled, close your eyes and think of me, and I'll be there to brighten up even your darkest night. And that day, March 11, 2011, a big quake, a tsunami, and a nuclear accident hit the northeastern part of Japan. The darkest night fell upon Japan. But it was then we saw the US armed forces rushing to Japan to the rescue at a scale never seen or heard before. Lots and lots of people from all corners of the US extended the hand of assistance to the children in the disaster areas. Yes, we got friend in you. Thank you. Together with the victims, you shed tears. You gave us something very, very precious. It was hope for the future. Ladies and gentlemen, the finest asset that U.S. has to give to the world was hope, is hope, will be and must always be hope. Distinguished representatives of the citizens of the United States, let us call the U.S.-Japan alliance an alliance of hope. Let the two of us, America and Japan, join our hands together and do our best to make the world a much better place to live. Alliance of hope. Together, we can make difference. Thank you so much. Machine